Armani, Gucci slide. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. They failed, got my stuff. RIP the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, liquor clean. There's places in and I'm a local.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They run with Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Daniel McCullers able to drop him for a loss of a couple. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Set! 180! Show that bench release and go. Heat these two.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Set! Blue 30! Focus, focus. Focus, focus. Take both of them. No spacing.
A give to Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
16. Watch 7. What's up, guys? Set! Blue 30. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Show that bench release and go.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills. And he fields it cleanly. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And now out comes Minnesota. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Double bump. Hey. You good? You coming across?
The give is to Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. This is Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, let's go. Snickers.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Everyone's got 4 down. Key 26.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And down to the 36-yard line here. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go. Focus. Gotta go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Hey, middle.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Focus. Set. Block 80. They can't hang with us.
On second down, Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Set. Block 80.
Now Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Set! Like 80! No spacing.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Set! Like 30!
Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
50. 8! Go.
Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to get in for his 2nd sack of the night. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Take 2 of them. Set. Black 20.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go. Set. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. Set. Blue 30. Black.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert. Take both of them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
Baby. Set. Black 30. 8.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Wide.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Listen to me. Gun.
Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. That was 2nd down run for Murray. He juked him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Stephon Diggs, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey. 4 down. Watch out. Easy, these 2. Take 2 of them. Take both of them. 54's Mike.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. He's back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Cousins. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out come the Steelers. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Roethlisberger. Big hold of the 30. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Man over the left side is Brown. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Bell, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This a long one from 54. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.